Hello.
Hi.
I'd like to thank you all for coming today. I know that, thank you. The weather hasn't been the best, but I wish everyone a safe trip home. If I may, I'd like to continue with the idea earlier of how the trail to Eagle is very similar to the numerous hiking trails that we used as Boy Scouts. When the hike first began, we were all excited, a little nervous anticipation of discovering new things about ourselves, our environment, and our peers. As the trail wears on, the backpack load, as it were, can seem a little bit heavier. We become weary and exhausted, but ultimately, it is the unconditional support that we receive from others that helps us make it to the end of this hike that is so life-changing and sometimes strenuous. I would like to give thanks to the myriad of people who have generously provided me with this support. First off, I'd like to thank all Scoutmasters, Assistant Scoutmasters, and adult leaders that have given me so much of their time to not only me, but countless Scouts. In order from when I first began Scouts to at this moment right here, I believe it would be Mr. and Mrs. Namitz, Mr. Malanek, Mr. Sauerman, Mr. Grimm, Mr. Condi, Mr. Haynes, Mr. Edling, Mr. Brady, Mr. Marconi, Mr. Merritt, and Mr. Kadam. Also the numerous merit badge counselors that helped me obtain necessary merit badges. Some names that I've already mentioned, but would like to add, would be Mr. Youngblood, who helped me with my citizenship badges, and Mr. Lynn, who helped me with personal finance and communications. These are two merit badges that I've chosen to apply in my life and also in my college major, hopefully. No matter what position these leaders held in the troop, they always made sure to be positive examples. They not only taught, but also demonstrated the principles of Boy Scouts. They have led me through the long and demanding process of Eagle. They taught me responsibility and leadership in many different positions within the troop. Every single one of these adult leaders always encouraged me to do my very best in the situation that I'm presented. They have helped me to mature and have demonstrated how to overcome obstacles, learn from past mistakes, and prepare for whatever new opportunities and challenges the future may bring. As Mr. Malanek put it earlier, and I will try to remember, the goal of Scouting is to teach teachers to teach teachers to teach teachers to teach. Okay? Awesome. Other things in. I aspire to be that teacher in life, the one who sets the examples and encourages those he influences to do the same. The second person I'd like to thank is Mr. Anderson, who's the Sanctuary Director at the NJ Audubon Society, where I did my project. He was an incredible help since the very beginning when we were first discussing it. Not only did he introduce me to the idea, but gave me a conventional area for myself and the other volunteers to work. And he also lent the majority of tools needed to construct the nursery beds, including extra wire mesh when we ran 1 foot short on the last nursery bed, which saved a ton of time. He also arranged landscaping companies to donate mulch for the work areas where children attending summer camps and students as far away as the Bronx would be planting seeds into pots for educational purposes. Mr. Anderson's positive attitude, generosity, and helpful hand have made the process an extremely enjoyable project, even in the coldest of conditions. The project would certainly not have gotten off the ground without him. On top of that, I'd like to thank all Scout volunteers, friends, and family friends who worked in both sunny, warm days and, of course, in the cold, rainy days that March sometimes brings. To all of you, I express grateful appreciation and a heartfelt thank you. Finally, I would like to thank my family, which includes my brother Kyle, my mom, and my dad. My brother spent countless hours working on the project with me, and I could always trust him to be there, even if we barely had any other volunteers. My mom always encouraged me to face any issues that I came across with confidence and humility, knowing that everything would work out, even when I was stressed or panicked. Two people who are no longer with us, but I would like to thank, because I wish they were my grandpa and my grandmother. Both of them were huge supporters of both me and my brother throughout our scouting career. Grandmother was an active Girl Scout during her middle school years and her early high school years, and she moved into the ROTC when the U.S. entered World War II. My grandpa enlisted in the Army, where he served for many years protecting our country. It is to them that I dedicate my Eagle Scout project for their unwavering support, loyalty, and love to their country and myself. The person who I would like to give a special thanks to for not only his unparalleled efforts in helping me with my scouting project, but also his unparalleled efforts in helping develop me into who I am today, is my father, Jeffrey Maples. Even before I began the Eagle Scout project, my dad prepared me for anything that I might encounter in this project and every other major component of my life. He's always been 100% dedicated in every activity my brother and I have been involved in, from Little League baseball to playing drums to high school fencing and, of course, girlfriend. He also encouraged me not to let any fears get in the way of trying new things and was always there for me when things didn't go as planned. Through my Eagle Scout project, my dad was with me every step of the way to help me with any questions. I could always count on him to drive me to the Home Depot for countless times gathering supplies, helping me with difficult blueprints, helping me organize and arrange tools by usage, and helping me by simply encouraging me to continue forth past any issues or dilemmas that the project brought along. Every day that we physically worked on the project, he was there and stayed in the bitter cold even when every other volunteer had to leave. For me, he has set the single greatest example of what I define as character. I cannot thank him enough for everything he has done throughout my entire life, and I'm proud to call him my father. Thank you very much.